Attention! Attention! And now we welcome to the grand trivia stage our great leader, our grand Aquarium Emperor, the trivia master of this age, the past age, the upcoming age, and ages unknown. Please welcome Grand Triviamaster Fluval. Oh, that was a bad noise. Sorry, Master. Let's try again. Fluval. Oh, that's not so. We must find the noise to pay tribute to all 5 dimensions you hold in your control. Yes, the fake trumpet for Fluval.
Hello and welcome to Grand Trivia. I'm Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire, coming to you live from a remote location.
From the pod, week 5 in the pod.
Intern Campy here
week
is in the
5
pod.
In the pod, but you know what's been making it feel a lot less like I am sort of facing the consequences of the actions of being a massive multidimensional corporation that runs entirely on intern power?
What has?
Pretending that instead of being exiled to this pod, I'm at summer camp. Pod camp.
Summer camp, summer camp, summer camp.
Favorite summer camp activity? Extreme balls.
Extreme.
Yes, this is true. Riley, of course, we know, gives back at many summer camps, including Camp Winter Rainbow.
Yes, where he and Wavy Gravy both hang out.
But we do, in fact, abduct him 5 minutes before every show, does the song live, beam him back down to camp, whatever he's doing. Thank you so much, Intern Kristie.
That's right, Intern Crystal Lake.
9 major butts.
There aren't.
Okay, I literally was just bringing this up to Fluval. I was Fluval, bug juice. And I thought it was Nickelodeon, because it sounds so edgy, doesn't it?
It does. It sounds like edgy Nicktoons, not like...
Gaga people. I'm Gaga for Gaga.
And let's see, this is 1998. Yes, perhaps part of why there's not. No, that's not true. I don't know. You'll see what.
I hated watching Bug Juice. I was just never. I was like, where are my narrative things? Why are they?
Because this was a reality show.
I know, and I was like, not as fun for me.
Bug Juice. Bug juice is a camping slang term for a very sweet juice drink made from powdered mixes such as Kool-Aid, which are often served at summer camp. And then they did a revival called Bug Juice, My Adventures at Camp.
Oh.
Who was your favorite camp counselor? Was it Peanut, Rhett Bachner, Morgan Will, Luna Hammond, Annie Doig, or Gregory Weiss? Who is the Candyman?
Which one?
I'm asking you, Wiz. Or was it Andrew Johnson, U.S. President and featured character on Bug Juice? Asa Corson, Connor Shaw, Everett Boyle, Andy White, Hassan A. Omar, John Adler, Jason Wool, or Malik Salas? Or Andrew Johnson again? That was a lot of the same ones. It repeats.
U.S. President Andrew Johnson. Okay, that's fair. You know, Disney was so into... I think because in all of the commercials and stuff, they kept trying to be like, no, the bug juice is bugs. It's bugs.
I heard and the bug juice is people!
But rather,
I prefer the Kids Nation camp.
That seemed a little edgy to me. And that feels like more of a Nickelodeon move.
There will be a trivia question about an edgy Nickelodeon show about a summer camp.
The Kids Nation camp?
They showed Andrew Johnson getting his first period. It was very progressive. That also sounds more Nickelodeon than Disney.
Yeah, honestly. Different reasons, but yeah. So yeah, that's Bug Juice. A thing that I just remember.
You did right during With the Former Randoms Iowa State Fair pre-recorded live special.
Well, because ever since yesterday, when intern Emily Pineapple forgot what the topic was.
No, that was today. That was today during Hunter and the Wiz.
Jesus Christ.
That was less than 12 hours ago.
And I was told by wonderful fans of this incredible show, thank you for your suffering.
It does. We're outside.
And I remembered that it was my idea to do summer camp trivia.
It was. It was your idea.
So, why was I thinking about that?
And, well, you know who should be grateful to you is the Great Banana Relay, Shorts Saluter, Camp Granada, Camp Jasfadson Reel, Kampala Koala, and a camper named Maddie. Ooh. You can go to crowd.live and enter the room code to join our game of trivia. And, of course, that iconic room code is CM9MB.
Wait, what is it?
Camp More 9 Major Butts.
Camp More 9 Major Butts. Camp More 9 Major Butts.
Major Butts?
Major Butts. So yeah, come join us.
Yes.
Time is weird in the pod.
Time.
I don't think we have the time slutting.
We don't.
Bumper here.
We don't.
In the pod.
We don't.
We did just blow it up, as we do every week. We do destroy the former randoms. Yes.
I mean, you know, a bumper we do have is...
Gasp as you discover dumb superhero drinks. Quiver in anticipation of tricksy trivia questions. Thrill at raw, uncensored planet destruction. Only on OnlyFins.
Fluval. Fluval.
You already know where to watch this show.
Bowie's unpopular sequel to TBC-15. I don't know what that is. Fluval?
What?
What is Bowie's TBC-15?
You know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
It's a
but I
song
know
by
that
David Bowie.
You know what
It's
it
a song.
is. Okay.
It's a song by David Bowie.
Been me,
From
Daddy.
station to station.
Hi, Sleepy Zane.
Hello, Sleepy Zane.
Hello, Sleepy Zane.
Hello, Foolaloof. Hello, Lena316. Missy information. A whom named Maddie.
Welcome.
Blockdoven.
Welcome. It's so nice to see you in the pod every
So nice
week.
to see all of you here.
Of course, in the pod, usually between shows, Fluval is somewhere else.
Yeah,
so
usually
it's
I
just
bounce
me
out of
here
here.
in the pod
Yeah.
most of the week. But then one glorious period of time, I get to see all of you and consume your suffering and Fluval.
Me, Fluval. But go to crowd.live and enter the code CM9MB to join our game of trivia, where you'll be playing against the Great Banana Relay, Shorts Saluter, Camp Granada, Camp Jasfadson Reel, Campala Koala, a camper named Maddie, and Cab Blagawana.
I can't wait for.
Which makes me think of Bib Fortuna.
I was thinking about when Camp Jasfadson Fake.
Oh,
is
that
gonna
imposter.
show up.
It's just Camp Jasfadson Reel with a mustache.
Yes.
A curly GW Thistlethorpe-esque mustache. Which I think is an incredibly accessible reference, as is Sleepy Zane, a Camp Blagawana, a camper named Maddie, Campala Koala, Camp Jasfadson Reel, Camp Granada, Short Saluter, and the Great Banana Relay. But don't worry, you can join our game of trivia even once it's underway.
I miss GWS. GW Fizzleport.
GW Thistlethorpe.
The Spiffling Twiddler.
One of the spiffing twiddlers from Con Artist's Journey to Baldur's Gate. But they journeyed. They made it there.
Yeah, they did it. They conned their way right through. They fucked the devil.
They fucked the devil. They fucked a bear. They fucked a mind flayer.
They fucked the devil so hard the world ended.
They all died. The world didn't end.
Oh.
But I guess that means their worlds ended.
Yeah, exactly. And that's something I like to think about when I'm like, oh my gosh, there was only like 3 planet destroys. Only 3 planet destructions this week.
Sure.
And I think, but every being on that world was destroyed, and each being is a world in and of themselves. So really, every time when you're like, oh, I remember they blew up planets, we do.
I mean, you know,
We blow up so many worlds.
when you think about it, every being is a world in and of themselves. When someone tells you who they are, believe them. I miss whenever we were doing a Divinity, you were trying to escape from Camp Joy because they had put collars on you to repress your source powers.
What is it? Was it a summer camp?
In a sense. Because what is prison but a summer camp that you don't want to be at? Yeah, it all comes together. It's all thematically unified, as is our game of trivia. So why don't we start it after the iconic crowd purr countdown. Here comes your first question. True or false, the 90s show Salute Your Shorts was based on a book? Is that true or is that false? Do you know the answer to this one, intern adaptation?
So what is Salute Your Shorts?
It was a Nickelodeon sitcom set at a summer camp.
Okay.
Where campers got up to all sorts of mischief.
Okay.
This
At
one was
summer
invented
camp.
by a writer.
Ernest
Has been to prison and camp, that's true.
That is true. That is true.
It's about young campers at the fictional Camp Anawana.
What is Hey Dude?
Hey Dude was another Nickelodeon show from a similar era, which was on a dude ranch.
Oh.
And so yeah,
like
it was
horses.
it was the cousin show to Hey Dude, but intern Forrest as a kid did not like Hey Dude,
But did like
but
Salute Your
loved
Shorts?
Salute Your Shorts. There's also a wacky guy who gets up to trouble, who has sunscreen on his nose, which sounds a little familiar to me. Hey.
I miss Cool Steve.
Hey.
Cool Steve, sorry.
Hey, dude.
I miss Cool Steve.
Yeah, and also Salute Your Shorts was just like full on a comedy, while Hey Dude was more of a teen soap.
Okay.
So let's see what you picked. 7 of you said true, 3 of you said false. The correct answer is in fact true.
Ooh.
It was based on a 1986 book called Salute Your Shorts, Life at Summer Camp.
Okay.
I wanted to make them just answer shot in the dark.
One
Let's
of
see what it
the
is.
actors is now a missing person?
One of the actors is also a big MAGA guy.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
What the hell?
The series is set at the fictional summer camp, Camp Anawana, a play on I Don't Want To. It focuses on teenage campers, their strict and bossy counselor, and the various capers and jocularities they engage in.
Jocularities.
The first season
Japes.
focused on the power struggle between upstanding newcomer Michael Stein, Eric MacArthur, and the camp bully Bobby Budnick, Dane Cooksey. Ronnie Pinsky, Blake Soper replaced Michael in the second season, countering Budnick as a suave, preppy ladies' man. Other campers included Budnick's accomplice Eddie Donkey Lips Gelfand, Michael Bauer, Nerdy Sponge Harris, Tim Eister, Stick-Up Rich Girl Dina Alexander, Heidi Lucas, Tomboy Telly Radford, Venus DeMilo. Really? Wait, really? The statue?
Yes, I
Good
think
on
so.
you. Man, get you a statue that can do 2 things. It's a double
Be
threat.
a statue and act.
And nature-loving ZZ Ziff, Megan Berwick.
Kids these days do not know about jocularity.
Kevin Ugg Lee, the dim-witted camp counselor, served as antagonist to all the children. Dr. Khan, Steve Slavkin. Dr. Khan wrote the book, by the way.
Camp Laszlo made Camp Anna look like Camp David.
Oh, that's a good burn. So it was an attempt to compete with the Disney
Was it
Afternoon.
Christine Taylor? Who was in Hey Dude that grew up to marry Ben Stiller from Heavyweights? Should we just do Nickelodeon lineup from the 90s trivia? Just really feed on the nostalgia suffering? Nostalgia form of suffering. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's a poison ass. Famously, John Hodgman liked to say.
Oh, no, you know that, of course. I was asking if they knew that.
Yeah.
Do you know that? All of you out there that we're consuming slowly? It's the one trivia I'm qualified for. You've definitely won trivia before, haven't you, Maddie?
Yeah, Maddie's one.
Yeah. As soon as I send all of the prizes through the dimensional veil, I keep a list of everyone who's won, and then I erase that list as soon as I send out the prizes. And so I do not remember who won. And ever.
Yeah, we don't track that at all.
Like the second I send them
You know-
out, I have no idea.
We probably should track that.
Can we get some Excel on that? Can we make
That's
a
what I
Venn
mean.
diagram?
Intern Forrest might have to make an Excel diagram to track it.
Ah!
As he can track our leaderboard, where the Great Banana Relay is in first. Campala Koala in second. I wanted to say the Great Bananas in Pajamas for some reason. Camp Chad Spadson Reel is in third. Sleepy Zane in fourth. Camp Granada in fifth. Bottom Bunk Champ, hashtag Bummer Camp in
Bummer
sixth.
camp.
A camper named Maddie in seventh. Short Saluter in eighth. Camp Bacon Cheddar Ranch in ninth. And Camp Blagawana in 10th. It's very funny that the two people with short names both got it wrong.
Yeah.
That's true. That is very funny. And hello also, Camp Jaspadson Fake, who just joined our game of trivia.
Wisconsin Fake.
As we make our
My
way.
God.
Oh, no. That's fine, Sleepy Zane. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's...
Don't worry. People just try and be, it is one of the types of suffering that has risen organically.
I swear I'm Camp.
You see, this type of suffering that we've actually trained our audience to extract from each other.
Yes.
You are making yourselves tastier to us
And
by
making-
creating these behind-the-scenes joke factories.
Yes.
And then people come and they feel embarrassed. And then we consume your suffering. Yum, 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 yum. It's delicious to us. I swear, Camp, I swear. Camp.
Speaking of Camp, Jason Voorhees' first mask was molded from a goalie mask for which NHL team? Oh, that's good. Detroit
You
Red
can
Wings.
rejoin with it.
Detroit Red Wings, New Jersey Devils, New York Islanders, or Philadelphia Flyers. Jason Voorhees' mask was molded from a goalie mask for which NHL team? The Detroit Red Wings, the New Jersey Devils, the New York Islanders, or the Philadelphia Flyers?
Is that in real life or like from the
Real
lore?
life. The real plot.
Okay, so the real guy who killed all the campers or the movie guy who killed the campers?
Well, the first one was directly molded from one, and then others are just inspired by the first one.
Okay, because I know that the Jason X mask is very different.
Yeah, no. But the first one was literally molded from one of these, and they just extended it to made it bigger.
We all played ice hockey at summer camp, right?
Well, no, the camp connection is Jason Voorhees killing camp counselors at Camp Crystal Lake. It's that he murders people at summer camp. That's the summer camp connection on this question. What? I think it's a very cromulent connection.
You are correct. It is cromulent.
Anyway, let's see what you picked.
It embiggens you.
3 of you said Detroit Red Wings, 3 of you said New Jersey Devils, 2 of you said New York Islanders, and 3 of you said Philadelphia Flyers.
Ooh. Which one is
That's
that?
a Captain Kirk mask. What do you think the answer is, intern summer camp? Thank you, Fluval.
I'm gonna guess that I want it to be the New Jersey Devils.
I'm pretty sure this
that,
question's
like,
been on the
fits.
show before, too.
But is it the Detroit Red Wings?
Yes.
How did I guess that?
I accidentally went to the next question. Here we go. Who voiced Mitch, the can of vegetables in Wet Hot American Summer? Christopher Maloney, David Hyde Pierce, H. John Benjamin, or Paul Rudd? Who voiced Mitch, the can of vegetables in Wet Hot American Summer? And then we'll wrap up 2 questions out in 1.
What's really funny is TikTok has been serving me a lot of Law and Order SVU because like camp trash about any kind of extreme masculinity is apparently my camp trash.
Paula Koala clicked the wrong one for suffering purposes.
Ah!
This is one of this actor's great roles, I agree.
Yes. So I also watched a 7-hour-long video talking about the slow burn romance between Benson and Stabler on Law and Order SVU, and didn't realize just how much Law and Order SVU I was watching on TikTok until I realized that I had like seen most of those episodes almost entirely on TikTok.
I love for you, Wiz. So were you talking about SVU because you thought you were trying to give them a hint, or?
I thought it was Christopher Maloney.
It's not.
It's not?
No, it's H. John Benjamin.
What? How is it not Christopher Maloney?
Because H. John Benjamin voiced him.
Why do I think that it was... Wait, what does H. John Benjamin look like?
He's Arthur.
No, but what does he look like? What does his face look like? They show his face and then he becomes... Wait! Does he play it in the prequel?
He's a... What?
Okay, so
No,
there's
Christopher...
Mitch the Can of
Christopher Maloney is a different character.
Isn't he
No, he's the...
can of vegetables who...
No.
I'm so confused!
No,
I
Christopher...
thought a man turned into a can of vegetables!
Christopher Maloney is friends with the can of vegetables, voiced by H. John Benjamin, the voice of the Majority Report.
I thought that they were the same person. See, even when one of them's a can, I can't tell them apart.
He was merely known as Can of Vegetables until the 2015 miniseries Wet Hot American Summer, first day of camp, revealed that his name is Mitch.
Am I thinking about Harold and Kumar? No! I'm thinking about Christopher Maloney! Okay, he is the cook, though. My memories aren't, like, totally backwards. Okay.
Well, and
food fight.
And the character that H. John Benjamin plays is transformed into the can of vegetables.
Ah ha 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 ha! Yes. Yes. What does H. John Benjamin look like?
This.
Oh.
That's the voice of Archer. Bob Burger. The Majority Report.
Huh. Oh.
Yeah.
Well then.
And then that's on the right is the can of vegetables, not Christopher Maloney.
Not Christopher Maloney.
No.
They're not the same person.
Oh yeah. John Benjamin Has a Van is a good way to learn what he looks like. That was his comedy show on Comedy Central.
Oh, that's fun.
It was around the same era as Important Things with Dimitri Martin.
Oh, that was fun.
And Jason Voorhees' mask was molded from a goalie mask for the Detroit Red Wings. Friday the 13th Part 3's 3D effects supervisor Martin J. Sadoff had a big bag of hockey gear on set. Director Steve Miner loved the mask, but thought it was too small, so instead they used the goalie mask as a mold to make a larger mask, and thus gave birth to the legend of Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees hockey mask. Because of course, in Friday the 13th Part 2, he just had a bag on his head. And in Friday the 13th Part 1, he wasn't even the villain. He was just a little boy in a lake who does a little jump scare.
Well, let's see who got the answers right.
I mean, you want to know exactly who?
I mean,
I guess the best way to do it is go to our leaderboard.
Yeah.
Where Cap Jazz Fats and Real is in first, Bottom Buck Trump in second, hashtag Bummer Camp, Camp Granada in third, The Great Banana Relay in fourth, Sleepy Zane in fifth, a camper named Maddie in sixth, Camp Ala Koala in seventh, Camp Jazz Fats and Fake in eighth, John Waters in ninth, Camp Bacon Cheddar Ranch in 10th, Short Saluter in 11th, and Camp Blagawana in 12th. The Great Banana Relay gained the most points on that question, gained 916 points.
Ooh.
While Kampala Koala lost the most points, losing 754 points. Let's see if their suffering continues with question number 4. In 2015's The Final Girls, our leads find themselves trapped in which summer camp horror film? Camp Bloodbath, S'more Murder, Slayer Camp, or Summer of Blood? And this is a horror movie parody about the trope of the final girl. Where there's a slasher at a summer camp.
Yeah.
Who's very Jason-esque.
And time travel.
And there's some time travel. It's a time loop. It plays with that concept as well.
Yes.
It's a very funny movie.
And it has the same girl that's in that other movie, right?
What do you mean? It has that girl from that other movie.
Lisa Frankenstein? Is that girl? She's been in a couple things.
Catherine
She's
Newton?
good. Yeah.
I think it's... No, I'm thinking Freaky.
No. I am thinking of Freaky.
Yeah, which was also
a great
good.
movie. I think I picked the wrong one. Figuring out old films, old married couple style. Yes. I would not know the name of anything unless
Fluval.
Fluval was here.
No, it is not. It's John Benjamin. Well, let's see what you picked. 5 of you said Camp Bloodbath. 2 of you said S'more Murder. 1 of you said Slayer Camp. And 2 of you said Summer of Blood. Get it? Like Summer of Love? The correct answer is Camp Bloodbath. Camp Bloodbath. They end up trapped in the film after attending a screening, and when a fire breaks out, they cut a hole in the screen. They literally cut down the 4th wall and step into the screen and into the world of the movie.
It's a very cute movie.
It's a very cute movie. This question is mostly an excuse for us to talk about how fun that movie was than something we thought you'd know. But 5 of you did, so let's go to the leaderboard. Where Camp Jazz Fadson Real holding on to first place. Camp Granada in second. Kinda.
Better named S'more Murder, yes. Yes. Is that the one with Ryan Gosling in it?
No, that's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
Oh.
Are you thinking Fall Guy?
Yes.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is like is a fourth wall breaking action movie where he plays his action movie persona.
Yes.
But Camp
S'more
Jazz
Murder.
Fadson Real in first. I like S'more Murder.
Did you come up with S'more Murder?
Yeah.
That was excellent.
That was the first fake answer I came up with, and I was like, oh, none of the rest are going to live up to that. Camp Jazz Fadson Real in first place, Camp Granada in second, Bottom Bunk Chump, hashtag Bummer Camp in third, a camper named Matty in fourth, Camp Ala Koala in fifth, Camp Bacon Cheddar Ranch in sixth, Sleepy Zane in seventh, The Great Banana Relay in 8th.
Oh.
Camp Jess Fadson Fake in 9th. Blogly just joining to be in 9th. Camp Blogawana in 10th. John Waters in 12th. And Short Saluter in 13th. Camp Bacon Cheddar Ranch gained the most points on that question, gaining 728 points. Wow. The Great Banana Relay did a relay race down the leaderboard, losing 893 points. As we go to question number 5. Wednesday, Pugsley and the other misfits burned down which camp for privileged young adults in Addams Family Values? Camp Chippewa, Camp Firewood, Camp Ivanhoe, or Camp Walden?
I hope it's Camp Walden. Because then it's like Walden, like they just burned down Walden.
Have you seen Addams Family Values, Intern Crystal Lake?
Oh, I have. I love this movie. It was on TV all the time.
And what was your favorite part of it, Intern Creepy?
My favorite part was I had a crush on the nerdy little boy.
Do you remember that character's name, Intern Kooky?
No. Thank you so much, I'm Intern Kristie. Thank you so much. And I do not remember their name now.
What was your favorite part, Intern Mysteriously Spooky?
Thank you so much. I just come here doing.
What did I do, Intern Altogether Ookie? That young nerd grows up to be an elf. That's number 3ers himself, right? Is that David Krumholtz? Yeah, it's
Who?
David Krumholtz.
What else was he?
He was on Blank Check with Griffin and David.
Oh.
He was a guest. He was on the George Lucas talk show as himself. He was Mr. Universe in Serenity.
Oh.
The guy who amplifies their signal about the Reavers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With oh my god, what a mess.
With the
of a
sex
movie.
robot.
Can we just compare Serenity to the Peacekeeper Wars
Oh, you mean
for a second here?
You mean the movie sequel to Farscape, an American-Australian science fiction series that originally aired on the 9 Network.
There's a mini-series that they used to wrap up.
A 2-part miniseries.
It's a 2-part mini-series, so it's about 4 hours.
Also, Wiz, I don't even have the page open anymore.
It's about 4 hours.
He was almost cast as Watto.
Excellent, well plotted. Only 1 or 2 things where I'm like, why did they do that? And that's a lot for a TV movie
And don't
that's
worry.
wrapping up a sci-fi series.
We won't spoil any of them because we know you're all gonna watch Farscape.
Peacekeeper Wars is very fun.
It is, but you kind of have to watch all of Farscape.
Scorpius is on the team now, so
Yeah.
he's running around being a wharf. His body armor can deflect blaster shields, so they're using him as a fucking human shield
And
all the time.
if you don't know who Scorpius is, imagine a zombie in BDSM leather.
Yeah. Zombie and fetish gear.
Yeah. A very proper zombie in fetish gear.
Yes. Who goes
First, do it again. Before he talks.
before
Before he talks.
anything.
Crichton.
Crichton. Yes. So.
But let's see what you picked. 6 of you said Camp Chippewa. 1 of you said Camp Firewood. 1 said Camp Ivanhoe. 2 of you said Camp Walden. The correct answer is Camp Chippewa. Most of the campers at Camp Chippewa are stereotypical white upper middle class children. As a result, the Addams and the Misfits are bullied by both these campers and the counselors, which eventually leads to the camp simulation. Camp Firewood is the camp from Wet Hot American Summer. Camp Ivanhoe is the camp from Moonrise Kingdom. And Camp Walden is the camp from The Parent Trap. So they're all famous movie camps, but not the one you were supposed to pick.
Haha.
Let's see who picked it right on our leaderboard, where Bottom Bunk Chump is on the top bunk of our leaderboard. Yeah.
Being bullied for a slightly
Exactly.
different type of way.
Camp Jess Fadson Real in second. A camper
White
named
and
Maddie
rich, too.
in third. Yeah, they're also quite rich. Camp Bacon Cheddar Ranch in fourth. And they didn't kill a bear and drop it in Central Park.
Ah!
Camp Ala Koala in fifth. Camp Granada, well, he didn't kill the bear. He picked up its
sorry.
corpse and dropped its corpse in Central Park. Camp Ala Koala in fifth. Camp Granada in sixth. Blogley in seventh. John Waters in eighth. Camp Jess Fadson Fake in ninth. Sleepy Zane in 10th. That's true, actually.
Yeah.
The Great Banana Relay in 11th. Camp Blagawana, he might have, in 12th. And Short Saluter in 13th. And that was the end of question 5, which means it's now time for everyone's
My favorite segment.
Yeah. So this,
even in a joking way.
this is not a raffle.
Can't call it a raffle.
No, it is a wacky ticket reunification game where what you're doing is inflicting suffering on these tickets who would rather remain apart, but you get to make them suffer together like a family Thanksgiving. So there's no monetary value. No one paid us anything to do this. They just sent us their address. We also sent them to our patrons, but that was purely optional. Anyone is able to participate by sending us their address.
So thank you
But
so much for supporting us.
Intern Kristie lost the tickets, so yeah.
I will find more. I will find more. For the Adams kids, Camp Chippewa was the most important days of their lives. For Gomez, it was just another day.
But this is a bit. No, you don't, and they're not raffle tickets.
Yeah, if they're in the pod,
They will
they'll be
eventually
out of the
reunify
pod.
once we're out of the pod.
Eventually.
We will ship them to you once we're out of the pod.
I have them all sitting here with your little names.
Yeah, they're all
on
here
them.
with your names on them, so.
All right, our first ticket today. 396-705. 396-705. Our next ticket. 396-767. 767. Our next ticket, 396-728. Our next ticket, 706, Suffering. Memorize what numbers I need to play. Yeah.
This has been going for a while.
396-982. 396-982. And finally, 396-574. Has anyone won?
Not yet.
Has anyone won?
Lena was close.
Lena was close, but no cigar. Wow.
Oh, Void guy.
574. Oh, Void. Oh, Void. Do we have any other winners? Are you all losers?
Well, not Void.
Well, but Void winning makes the other losers losing
More
like
so.
more feel like more to them, you know?
Yeah, also, unrelated note, have you seen The Nice Guys? We saw that yesterday. It was very good.
It's good. Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe.
Yeah, we finally saw it.
Yeah. It's rigged. Something's fishy.
I won the last 2 weeks, but not tonight.
Ah!
Something's fishy.
Something's fishy. That sounded more like Fred Flintstone.
Sounds like Yogi Bear.
Yogi
Hey,
Bear.
boo boo.
Okay, boo boo.
The Tic Tacs used to be bigger, boo boo. They shrunk the picnic baskets.
Hey, boo boo. I want a raffle.
Whoa, you're playing an unrelated raffle? Because this isn't one, so you can't be referring to this. But this isn't one, so I don't know what you're referring to. Are you like at a church or something right now?
Like what? Yeah, that's what normal people care about.
That's that game. So now let's get back to the more important game, our game of trivia.
You're the ranger, they can only put birth certificates in jail. Ah!
Okay, yes.
I have capital M.
Wiz
lowercase
confirming that
letters in my name.
he's watching from one of a small number of legal raffles, which obviously this isn't. He's at church, I guess. Or like a bingo hall. As we go to question number 6.
What about the one where you all pull like pieces of paper out and then whoever gets the black spot gets stoned to death?
That doesn't sound like it's legal. I mean, the stoning to death is usually forbidden unless the government does it. I guess if the
Everyone
government
does the lottery.
If the government does it, it's not illegal. So.
Yeah. More like a spit of the paw.
So Richard Nixon can stone you if you play that game.
Richard Nixon can stone you.
Yeah. No, it doesn't blog, but it does mean we're going to play question number 6. Moonrise Kingdom was Wes Anderson's first feature without which actor? Bill Murray, Jason Schwartzman, Owen Wilson, or Tilda Swinton? Moonrise Kingdom was Wes Anderson's first feature without which of these actors? Bill Murray, Jason Schwartzman, Owen Wilson, or Tilda Swinton? Bill Murray is, of course, Bill Murray. Jason Schwartzman is...
Is it Tilda Swinton?
I'm not going to tell you the answer yet.
Because I feel like I know... I feel like I know one of them's definitely in there. And I'm pretty sure the other one's in there. And if one of them's there, then they always bring their friend. So I think that Tilda Swinton might be not.
You might know Bill Murray from Rushmore. You might know Jason Schwartzman from Rushmore. You might know Owen Wilson from Rushmore. And Tilda Swinton from Julio Torres' movie. Problemista.
Yes.
She was great in that.
Great movie.
Yeah, you might know her from that. Now let's see which you picked. 2 of you said Bill Murray. 1 of you said Jason Schwartzman. 5 of you said Owen Wilson. 1 of you said Tilda Swinton.
Because I know Bill Murray's in it, and I'm pretty sure that Jason Schwartzman's there. I don't remember Owen Wilson being in it, but I also don't remember Tilda Swinton being in it.
The correct answer is Owen Wilson. Oh! It's Owen Wilson! Wow. Owen Wilson appeared in every Anderson film from Bottle Rocket to Fantastic Mr. Fox. And he has since appeared in Grand Budapest Hotel and The French Dispatch.
Jason Schwartzman was in that song.
He's in the band.
California.
Yeah.
California. He's in that band? I thought he was just an actor. That looks like
not.
He was related to Ashton Kutcher.
What? No, he wrote it. He co-wrote it. He co-wrote it. And he was on the drums until 2003.
California, here we go. He could have played that little boy in Addams Family Values.
Pugsley?
No,
the Num 3 Years role? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Murray, of course, appeared in Rushmore. The Royal Tenenbaums, The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, The Darjeeling Limited, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Moonrise Kingdom, The Grand Budapest Hotel, Isle of Dogs, and The French Dispatch. Jason Schwartzman appeared in Rushmore. This is Jason Schwartzman, by the way. He appeared in Rushmore, Darjeeling Limited, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Moonrise Kingdom, Grand Budapest Hotel, Isle of Dogs, The French Dispatch, and Asteroid City. And then Tilda Swinton appeared in Moonrise Kingdom, The Grand Budapest Hotel, Isle of Dogs, The French Dispatch, and Asteroid City.
He also does look like he could be related to Griffin Newman.
He also appeared in Asteroid City if you count him being Tom Hanks.
Yeah, which I thought he did a great job as Tom Hanks.
Indistinguishable from the real thing.
I genuinely thought it was Tom Hanks.
Oh, by the way, Ash is the fox in this image.
Oh. Oh, Jason. Was he also in...
Righteous Gemstones?
And the one with the video game things?
Ready Player One?
No.
Pixels?
The one with the video game things, but on the screen, and it was really fun, and then they made a cartoon of it.
Oh, later. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Yes, he's Gideon.
Okay.
He's Gideon Graves in Scott Pilgrim.
Okay. Yes. Oh, thank you everyone who answered that, and I just was looking at Fluval.
Yeah, he's the villain. He's the villain in Scott Pilgrim versus the World. He is not in The Wizard. But someone does say California. California. Well, Michael Cera is the titular pilgrim. As is our leaderboard. We're bottom bunk chump, continuing to be in the top bunk of our leaderboard. Well, that's fair, Jazz. Camp Jasfadson Real is in second. Camp Granada in third. A camper named Maddie in fourth. Camp Alaquala in fifth. Camp Bacon Cheddar Ranch in sixth. Camp Blogley in seventh.
Ooh.
Sleepy Zane in 8th. The Great Banana Relay in 9th. Camp Jasfadson Fake in 10th. And John Waters in 11th. That's also true, Sleepy Zane. Camp Blagawana in 12th. And Short Saluter bringing up the rear in 13th place. That is also true. It's kind of what the animated series is about. Or is it about question 7? What was the name of Nintendo's online summer camp that ran from 1995 to 2007? Was it Camp Corneria, Camp Hyrule, Camp Kong, or Camp Mario?
So, like, was this just voluntary? Like, they couldn't... Like, you didn't sign up for it. Like, your parents didn't pay money.
No, Waluigi came to your house with a gun and made you do it. Whack!
But, like, you didn't have to pay for it.
Was it voluntary?
Was it?
Shigeru Miyamoto comes to your house and creates a saw-like trap to kill you. And you're like, I have to admit, it's very well designed. I wish it wasn't being used on me, but it's perfectly done. And really so imaginative. No, it was,
Yes, boy. We never been in a big green pipe that goes to a camper. And... Oh my god!
yeah, it was all free.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, Wiz.
Oh my fool, you haven't read this comic!
No, I did then. No, I'm currently navigating how to make a fandom wiki. Just show me the thing I want to see. It's something pretty difficult to do, even in... This part of my mind palace looks a lot like MarioWiki.com. Yeah, Camp Hyrule was an annual online virtual camp by Nintendo of America, which began in 95. I had the year right?
So you would just like go online and play this?
Yeah, registration would be open. We're gonna go through it.
Good.
Don't rush me. Registration
sorry,
would be...
people, sorry.
Did I not reveal the answer yet? Well, I guess I just did. It's Camp Hyrule. It was an annual online virtual camp by Nintendo of America, which began in 1985 and ran until its original closing in 2007. It was named after Hyrule. Don't you like how nonchalantly I did it? I'm not like other trivia hosts. I just revealed the answer.
You're demure.
Yeah.
You're very cutesy with it.
It was named after
Because
Hyrule,
you're
the main
not
setting
like
in the
these
Legend of
other
Zelda
trivia
series. So registration would be open for 1 week at a time, usually in July, and the actual event would take place for 4 days in August. Players would be assigned a cabin to participate in, and the camp program would allow players to chat with each other, play online games, and participate in a sweepstakes or win prizes. Each cabin would compete against one another, with the winner being chosen on the last day. After 4 days of camp concluded, some event would occur, forcing the camp to shut down. All cabin winning members would receive a sort of prize. And starting in 2000, each had a theme. 2 of them had Mario.
Oh.
2002 was Super Mario Sunshine. 2006 was Super Mario Galaxy. This is the Super Mario Sunshine themed one.
Cutesy, demure.
And the 1999 Camp Hyrule had Donkey Kong game, which I assume is a typo. The Rooftop, Kremlin Crunch game, the Vine, the Gator Pit, and the Treehouse. And there was and it just changed every time. There were day and night cycles in it too, so it looked like night when it was night, it looked like day when it was day. And this one time Bowser just destroyed it, and that was what made it shut down. The 2005 iteration, which is here.
Which part of the camp does the user mouse over to hear home star say, emails?
The 2005 iteration of Camp Hyrule was themed after The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. However, it had Mario Superstar Baseball themed game in it, as well as a Donkey Kong themed area. In the Flash
Hoops Basket Sphere.
In the Flash game Feed Stumpy, the Mario cap is one of the randomly generated items that can be fed to the mascot. And in the 2006 iteration, moved to outer space where it was hit by meteors, a space virus epidemic, asteroids, and a black hole. It's the viruses from Dr. Mario, too.
Oh, okay.
This year also had Mario Hoops 3-on-3 called the Mario Hoops Basket Sphere. You can see this is the space version. And the viruses are here. There's a super mini Mario world. And this is the Basket Sphere.
Okay.
This looks so much like the Space Jam website.
Yeah, it really does.
And that was it.
Meet me on Yville. If in 10 years' time we still love each other, we'll meet at this time on Yville. Carl Sagan wants us to cherish that planet, if I understand correctly.
Because Mario 2 is made of star stuff. Mario also, not Super Mario Brothers 2. Bottom bunk chump holding on to first place. Despite gaining the least points of everyone who got something right. The Great Banana Relay gained the most points, gaining 912 points, while Short Saluter lost the most points, losing 756 points. But don't you worry, because Short Saluter, you're still in last place.
Don't you worry, Short Saluter. You're
still in last place, and it's not the penultimate question yet. While Bottom Bunk Chump holding strong to that top bunk with 3,613 points. Camp Just Fats and Real in second. Camp Ala Koala in third. The Great Banana Relay in fourth. And Camp Granada in fifth place. As we go to question number 8. Hello Mudda, hello Fada. Here I am at Camp Gen 8. Which of these YouTubers starred in the camp dramedy Camp Dakota? Freddie Wong, Hannah Hart, Jenna Marbles, or Lucas Cruikshank?
Jenna Marbles? Okay, I know. I don't know who Freddie Wong is.
He's on Dungeons and Daddies. He plays Glenn Close.
Oh, okay.
He also had Video Game High School, the web series.
Oh. And I don't know who Lucas Cruikshank
Fred.
is.
Lucas Cruikshank is Fred. You know, Fred? The annoying, high-pitched child?
Really?
Yeah, that's Lucas Cruikshank.
Wow.
Yeah, Freddie was all... Freddie Wong is Rocket Jump.
What we really need to do is make an economy of points questions. That's how we really start to extract suffering. I mean, that's what capitalism has down. None of these above. Yeah, just more gambling.
Lucas does YouTube with his brother now like he was never Fred. It's wild, says Things from the Void.
Oh, he was on Dropout.
Yeah. Freddie Wong was on Dropout, not Lucas Cruikshank.
No. Imagine asking this question 30 years ago. Oh.
He was like, yeah. And of course, Fred was famously on iCarly.
Oh,
in
yeah.
a crossover.
Fred is due for a reboot.
I don't know if Fred needs a reboot, but let's see what you picked. 3 of you said Freddie Wong. 3 of you said Hannah Hart. Do you know who Hannah Hart is?
Yes.
Yeah. My Drunk Kitchen?
Sure. I couldn't have told you what she was in, but I know I've seen her, and I know she's friends with the Green Brothers.
Yes. Fred had movies, TV shows, and albums. That's true. 2 of you said Jenna Marbles. 1 of you said Lucas Cruikshank. The correct answer is Hannah Hart. She starred in the film alongside her sister, Mamrie Hart. Mamrie Hart? I realize I've seen her name written. I don't know how to say it. And Grace Helbig.
Mamrie Hart?
Mamrie. M-A-M-R-I-E.
Like the glands?
No, that's a Mamori. Mamrie.
And it's iconic drop merch.
It follows Elise, who after finding her life in shambles is forced to work at her old summer camp where she reunites with 2 estranged friends.
They're Fred Beanie Babies.
Oh, Amory. Thank you, is World Live.
Amory. Okay.
Amory Hart. Okay, and apologies for mispronouncing your name, except for the suffering that it inflicted, so I regret nothing. Mahari. Amari. No. Okay,
no?
You know what? Oh, like Bill Maher. Mari.
Oh.
Mari Hart.
Mari.
When I tell you how much I hate the like Bill Maher is what got the pronunciation right.
That's not Bill Maher?
No, it's Bill Maher.
I thought there were 2 different people running around for a very long time. Because I knew there was Bill Maher, but then Bill Maher would be on. Depending on if I heard them say his name or read it. Apparently they're two different
No, if you're thinking
people.
Bill Maher, host of HBO's Real Time and Politically Incorrect in the 90s and holder of so many bad opinions.
Yep.
A shocking amount of terrible opinions.
And now I know that he's the same person.
None of which are related to Camp Dakota. Yes. The master of Club Random. Billy Mays here. Yeah, Billy Mays totally different too.
Billy Mays here.
Billy Mays different.
Yes.
Just like our leaderboard. Or bottom bunk chump. Oh yeah, Matt Walsh, UCB Veep must hate being confused for Matt Walsh, right-wing doofus.
Oh yeah. Right?
New rule, Fred is reboot now. Sorry everyone younger than me, but Fred is reboot now.
Fred reboot now. Now Fred reboot.
Yeah. Also, John Mayer and Mayor Pete
Yeah.
are different people too.
John Mayer, I know.
Bill Maher did not.
He sang that "Creepy Your Body Is a Wonderland" song and dates a lot of young women and is creepy about it.
Well, Bill Maher also does that allegedly.
Oh, but not Taylor Swift.
No. No.
Yeah.
No, Bill Maher dated Ann Coulter.
He smokes pot now. Great.
So does Bill
I've
Maher.
all six confused for a long time. I could not pick out Mayor Pete in a lineup.
He's the one with high hopes.
He's got high
No, it's the Panic at the Disco high hopes, not the.
well-maintained but unexciting state park.
That would be so funny if his campaign song had been, he's got high hopes. He's got high in the sky hopes.
Apple pie hopes. So if you...
I don't think so.
Nathan Fielder, to me, looks like...
Who do they look like? Okay.
But he looks like the guy from Saltburn. I'm glad I didn't describe that movie.
I mean, there's a lot of scenes to pick for that movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Grave movie, but then I remembered
Interesting.
it's called Saltburn.
That's what you were gonna say. That makes sense.
Yeah. Because I'm like, that one's gonna cut through.
Oh, and
But-
not the licking the bathtub drain.
Mayor Pete Porkchop.
This is Mayor Pete. I'll look up him with
Google
pork chop.
Pete Buttigieg Holocaust. Does that not... Oh, Pete Buttigieg is Mayor Pete.
Yeah, Mayor Pete is Pete Buttigieg.
I was like, you're telling me that's not Pete Buttigieg? Okay.
No, that's a different guy who's the Secretary of Transportation.
He's operating in his personal capacity as the
he is here in
rather
his-
than as the Secretary.
You're
of-
right. We should clarify. He is here in his personal capacity and not his capacity as the Secretary of Transportation. He would want us to make sure that everyone knows that it's his personal capacity.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking up pork chop still. Give me time.
That's Nathan Fielder. He's gonna make me eat shit ice cream and then I don't want to watch anymore. It's just a rehearsal. Oh my god!
Because all the politicians have to go to Iowa to the state fair and end up eating all sorts of fair food.
So he was clearly not liking this ice cream.
Yeah. Well, that's a pork chop.
Oh, that's pork chop.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why it looked really weird. Okay.
That's Nathan
yeah,
Fielder.
I see it.
I actually see it. When you see them back to back, I see it more.
Yeah, I super see it.
What if it was all a Nathan For You sketch?
Pork chop is Doug's
That's
dog.
true. Pork chop is Doug's dog. Do. Now let's go to question 9. What is the name of the prequel series? Are SpongeBob and Friends or at a summer camp? Camp Kelp, Camp Coral, Camp Crabs, or Camp Sandy?
Is it in 3D? I never watched this.
It's a relatively recent show.
Okay, so it is 3D.
Huh?
You know, like,
Yeah, it's 3D. It's the anime.
yeah. Like, what? It's pork chop ice cream. Pork chop ice cream.
Why don't we go for a frosty chocolate pork chop? Nah. I'll save that for TFTV.
TFTV?
Yeah, their show.
Yes!
The sensitive artist types show.
TFTV.
And you know what? Be sure to follow sensitive artist types if you don't already.
Yeah.
And they do really fun watch-alongs.
Yes.
Throughout the week, plenty of times to watch great, wild, weird shows with things from the void.
This is true.
And now let's see what you all picked on this question. None of you said Camp Kelp. 7 of you said Camp Coral. 2 of you said Camp Crabs. None of you said Camp Sandy. The correct answer is Camp Coral. I know pork chop sandwiches.
I don't know.
It's the G.I. Joe redub.
Sandwiches.
Where they did like redubbed versions of the G.I. Joe PSAs.
Huh.
I'm a computer.
Phew.
Intern Chris, Camp Crystal Lake got on the internet just after you did blogging, is what I'm seeing from the complete bewilderment of it. Stop all your downloading. Yeah. I know all of these blog. As 7 of you knew, the correct answer was Camp Coral, which has the subtitle SpongeBob's Underyears. Albino Black Sheep was very important.
Very important, very important.
It's Camp Coral, which is the prequel series ran from March 4th, 2021 to July 10th, 2024. And in the show, SpongeBob, Patrick Star, and Sandy Cheeks campers at a camp owned by Mr. Krabs. Plankton is a chef at the camp, and Squidward is a junior camp counselor. This looks cute AF. TBH says Sleepy Zane.
That's pretty cute.
They look pretty cute.
Didn't last as long as the original SpongeBob.
Well, what has? The Simpsons?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Blaming a show for not lasting as long as the original SpongeBob is setting you up to blast a lot of shows.
Legit watching this on Discord.
You know what I'm watching?
It's pretty good.
You know what I'm watching?
What are you watching, Fluval?
Thank you. Finally respond to me. What I'm watching is the leaderboard, Jason X. Where Bottom Bunk Chomp holding on to first place, gaining 117 points on that question. The Great Banana Relay in second. Camp Jess Fabson Reel in third. Camp Granada in fourth. A camper named Maddie in fifth. Camp Bacon Cheddar Ranch in sixth. Blog Juice in seventh. Blog Lee in eighth. Camp Ala Koala in ninth. Camp Jess Fadson Fake in 10th, Sleepy Zane in 11th, Camp Blagawana in 12th, John Waters in 13th, and Short Saluter saluting in 14th place. Also, I see that Automod stopped Sleepy Zane from saying this.
Look, why?
Probably because of the curse word. I gotta tune it better to let that through.
Like, I say that constantly.
You sure do. But you don't say it in text, so Automod can't stop you. The
I
Great
also
Banana
usually
Relay.
Spell it wrong.
That's true.
I'm bad at.
It might be the look at these cute. That's true. It might hate cuteness.
That's true.
The Great Banana Relay gained the most points, gaining 854 points on that question, while John Waters, visionary though he is, lost 786 points. They did. Know what they didn't add?
What?
The next question. Wager your points now. This question is related to summer camp.
It is?
Yes.
My God.
Unlike all of our previous questions, this one is related to summer camp.
So think about all the summer camp things that haven't been asked yet.
Yes.
We haven't asked about
Bug juice.
bug juice. We haven't
You're right
asked
to be offended, Jess.
about Camp Laszlo.
Mm-mm.
We haven't asked about
Camp Gaga.
Camp Gaga.
You know what else we haven't asked about?
What?
We haven't asked about Camp WWE. Which of these wrestlers is not a character on the animated series Camp WWE? Mankind, Ric Flair, Stone Cold Steve Austin, or The Undertaker? Woo!
Woo!
Which of these is not a character on the animated series Camp WWE? Mankind, Ric Flair, Stone Cold Steve Austin, or The Undertaker?
Woo!
Woo! Camp WWE was, of course, an animated web series released by the WWE.
A web series?
Uh-huh. Featuring
Wow.
real wrestler voices and some other voice actors playing wrestlers.
Damn.
Like Sergeant Slaughter's on the show as himself. Lex Luger's on the show as himself, but like Big Show is played by someone else. Yeah, there's a whole online network of WWE.
Amazing.
Yeah. They have so many shows. They have so many shows. I've seen none of them, but I know that they have so many shows. Let's see what you picked. 2 of you said Mankind. Yeah, Big Show, who goes on to do The Big Show Show, doesn't do this. WWE.wom, the most... Or WWE.wom, the most confusing to type website. The reality shows are insane. The worldwide ebb. But let's see. 2 of you said Mankind. 4 of you said Ric Flair, the Nature Boy.
Woo!
Woo! 3 of you said Stone Cold Steve Austin. And none of you said The Undertaker, because obviously Taker's on this stuff. Correct answer is Mankind. 2 of you got it right. The characters who appear on the show are Vince McMahon as himself, owner of Camp WWE, Ric Flair as himself, head of laundry and a counselor, Sergeant Slaughter as himself, head of security and a counselor, Lex Luger as himself, a bus driver, The Godfather as himself, Jake Roberts as himself, a mountain man who lives in the wilderness near Camp WWE, Ashley Bornichin as John Cena and The Rock, Ali Feinberg as Stone Cold Steve Austin, Brie Bella, Nikki Bella, Stephanie McMahon, and Paige, David Michael Brown as The Undertaker and Triple H, Dan Lippert as The Big Show, Frank Lawson as R-Truth, Evan Michael Lee as Mark Henry, Brian Thompson as Bray Wyatt and Paul Bearer, and Xander Mobus as The Ultimate Warrior.
I'm pretty sure Vince McMahon wrote To Serve Mankind.
Yes, Dan Lippert, really. Yes, they did Mark Henry himself, Sexual Chocolate himself, as a character on Camp WWE. Now, we're not going to watch the trailer because, Vince McMahon probably us to take down notice. We can look at these incredible character designs. And I think the character designs do raise questions, like, is Stone Cold Steve Austin a bald child with 5 o'clock shadow, or is he Stone Cold Steve Austin but shrunken down?
Huh. What an art style.
Because Undertaker doesn't have his beard.
What an art
And the
style
voice cast
this
makes me
is.
think these are supposed to be child versions. But,
Yeah, big ol' I'm like trying to grok what they're doing. And it just looks bad. It just looks awful.
There's John Cena, too. In the red hat. Yes, it's a web series. It's very WWE Babies.
They make your dreams come true.
It could be a bug juice stain. That's true. That's true, Full Loof. So his Kane here is just like a normal kid with unburned parents. Because of course, in the lore, in the deep WWE lore, The Undertaker burned their parents, is his brother, and burned their parents to death, but didn't burn Kane. Merely psychologically made Kane think he had been burned in the face. So he wore a mask because originally the lore was Kane's face was burned up, but then Kane wanted to wrestle without a mask.
Oh.
So they made it so Kane just thought he was burned. And now Kane is the Republican mayor of a county in Tennessee.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
The roller coaster.
Or when a camp counselor gives birth to a rubber glove.
That's hilarious.
When the Muppets take over the camp for a day. Which is a real thing that happened on Raw. No. On adult actual WWE Raw, Kermit and Miss Piggy co-hosted one day. Jon Stewart had a wrestling feud for a while.
Oh.
The Daily Show's host had a wrestling feud where he just was a cowardly, sneaky fighter guy. Because someone hosted a ripoff of The Daily Show on the ring, and Jon Stewart was like, "You can't do that, that's my show!" And then they played the theme to The Daily Show as he walked out. Was like, "Don't you rip off my show!"
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do have very similar level of kayfabe. And also, sad news about the Muppets this week. The Muppet Vision 3D looks like it's going to be torn down at Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, rip.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Muppet Vision 3D
X in the chat.
at Walt
Muppet
Disney
Vision.
World Resort in Orlando, Florida. Former home of Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. It's joining Galactic Star Cruiser in theme park heaven.
Fuck that. Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser.
At Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I think the cast members will be really sad that Muppet Vision 3D is gone. It's going to be replaced with a Monsters Inc. area.
Oh.
And
guess I'm never going back.
it may not. It's not necessarily 100%, but it seems like it's going away. And you will no longer be able to meet the Muppets at Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida.
What a betrayal. Only matched by not having a Farscape land.
They also released a documentary all about how great Jim Henson is, which includes a line about how perfect it is for the Muppets to live in Disney World.
Aww.
And they released that the year they go, now get out of here, Kermit!
Aww.
No, that's the Monsters Inc. ride at California Adventure, nay, Superstar Limo.
Nay, Superstar Limo. Billy Crystal was so relevant.
Don't worry, they'll just do another sequel. I mean, Toy Story 5's coming.
That's true.
Oh, and someone on Twitter caught that the animation of the Toy Story 5 reveal was the Apple Watch Toy Story faces. They just reused the animation they had made for Apple Watch faces of Woody, Buzz, and Jessie.
Wow.
But yeah, this is gonna be a whole new roller coaster. And no one becomes agents. It's the long rumored door door roller coaster where like the cranes pick up the doors and you fly along.
Riders become monsters.
Riders become monsters at Monsters Inc., but are they agents? I don't know what their business structure well enough. Yes. Yeah, Cousin Greg. Well, not only that.
I was like,
no,
why him?
Void, they announced it at D23. They are doing the door ride.
Oh, yeah.
And Disney just Cousin Greg is also, he's Jim Henson and he's Andy Kaufman in the SNL movie.
And he has a ludicrously capacious bad attitude.
I want to see a ludicrously capricious Muppet.
Just a ludicrously capricious.
I cannot stand these both. That's true. I mean, who knows? It's Disney.
Ooh.
They may not announce things. They announce things, but who knows if they'll do them. But you know what we will do? Go to our leaderboard. Our bottom bump chump is in first. Kim Granada in second. Alright, yeah. It could be a fun Discord watch. Where we like sync up our time codes. Camp Bacon Cheddar Ranch in third. A camper named Maddie in fourth. The Great Banana Relay in fifth. Camp Jess Fats and Real in sixth. Blog Juice in seventh. Camp Blogly in eighth. Camp Hala Koala in ninth. Camp Jess Fads and Fake in 10th. Sleepy Zane in 11th. Camp Blogawana in 12th. John Waters in 13th. And Short Saluter in 14th as we go to the actual final question. The two of you, no, more of you, 5 of you have points left. You 5. You 5. Wager your points. Well, they kind of did in Disneyland. It's Guardians now.
Yeah.
So, yes, I do remember when they got rid of...
Remember when they did that to Splash Mountain? And
Yeah, now it's
a ride
Tiana.
now? Now it's a ride that makes sense.
Yeah. Now it's a ride from a movie you can actually see. And that Disney actually wants to promote and not deeply memory hole except for Zippity Doo-Dah.
And also, like, is not named for the thing that it is based on.
Right, and is named for a completely unrelated movie because Michael Eisner thought it would be a better bit. Anyway, which Simpsons actor was at the Bohemian Grove summer camp when Alex Jones snuck his way in?
Ah!
Dan Castellaneta, Harry Shearer, Nancy Cartwright, or Yardley Smith?
Yep.
And this is a summer camp question because their whole camp deal is in the summer. Which Simpsons actor was at the Bohemian Grove summer camp when Alex Jones snuck his way in? Dan Castellaneta, Harry Shearer, Nancy Cartwright, or Yardley Smith?
I don't know what this is asking.
What do you mean? I think it's so.
I don't know what this is asking.
I think it's so clear what it's asking.
So, you know the Bohemian Grove?
You know, the Bohemian Grove as referenced in Late Night with the Devil. Oh, and so by the way, Dan Castellaneta plays. This isn't going to be a complete list of who they play, but Dan Castellaneta plays Homer. Mm-hmm. Harry Shearer plays Skinner and Mr. Burns. Nancy Cartwright. You don't know the answer? Nancy Cartwright is Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you? She was also Chucky on Rugrats. And then Yardley Smith is Lisa. Yes.
Crisis voice actor.
Yeah, and Dan Castellaneta played the genie in Aladdin 2. You don't know the question. Which Simpsons actor was at the Bohemian Grove summer camp when Alex Jones snuck his way in?
Crisis voice actor.
So good. Let's see what you picked. One of you said Dan Castellaneta, 5 of you said Harry Shearer, 3 of you said Nancy Cartwright. None of you thought it was Yardley Smith, host of Small Town Dicks. None of you thought it was her. Well, the correct answer is Skinner! It's Harry Shearer!
Yeah! What is a Bohemian Grove? It's where rich jackasses like to hang out.
So rich
pretend
jackasses
they're
have
at
a party
summer
in the
camp.
woods.
They party in the woods, and there's all these conspiracies about them. But yeah, it's Harry Shearer!
It's Harry Shearer, and this is documented in the Secret Rulers of the... Okay, cool. This is documented in The Secret Rulers of the World, a 5-part documentary television series produced by World of Wonder and written, directed by, and featuring John Ronson. It was first shown on the British Channel 4 in April and May 2001, and the series details Ronson's encounters with conspiracy theorists and accompanies his 2001 book, Them! Adventures with Extremists. And it was episode 4, the Satanic Shadowy Elite, which aired on March 20, 2001, where Ronson follows conspiracy theorist and radio host Alex Jones as Jones attempts to infiltrate the annual gathering of dignitaries and business leaders, reportedly including George W. Bush and Henry Kissinger, at the Bohemian Grove. The film includes footage of attendees dressed in robes and burning an effigy at the foot of a giant stone owl. Jones believes that the ceremony is related to occult secret societies. After the event, Ronson meets comedy actor and fellow attendee Harry Shearer, who describes the event as a glorified fraternity party. Shearer largely dismisses Jones's dramatic retelling of the gathering and notes that the music is supplied by the Symphony Orchestra of San Francisco. So it's Harry Shearer.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, it was founded as a way for rich guys to feel artsy, and so they invite artists for membership so they can feel cultured and sophisticated. And so he's probably just there because it's like, hey, you're on The Simpsons, and he's like an art. He's also he had like a whole video installation where they showed public figures. So they took interview footage of just before the actual interview started.
Just a totally not sinister fraternity, you know? Those things, they're never sinister. Does he still have the radio show where he just reads the newspaper?
Probably. That was legitimately his radio show. But yeah, so
pedophile. Do the voice.
He in 2008 he assembled video clips of newsmakers from a collection of unaired video clips of people, so like right before a famous person does an interview. And it was called the Silent Echo Chamber, and I believe that's part of where the clip from Fahrenheit 9/11 of George Bush flipping off the camera is from. And it was for his show Le Show, which was his radio show where he read the newspaper. It's a whole. I think it is still happening. And several shows a year are broadcast from New Orleans, where Shearer has a residence. Yeah, that's his show. He also plays music and stuff on KCRW.
Wow.
But that was our final trivia question, so now we get to find out who won our game of summer camp trivia. In third place, it's none other than... Great timing, a camper named Maddie with 1,101 points. And in second with 2,358 points is Camp Granada. And the ultimate top bunk chump is Bottom Bump Chump. Hashtag Bummer Camp with 6,823 points. Foolaloo. Congratulations, Foolaloo. We already have your address. So you just might get something special in the mail. But luckily, there's something we all can enjoy. And I don't just mean Blogtoven's soulful rendition of Yakety Sax, though of course we can all enjoy that. But also, we can all enjoy this. Yeah, and you know what? Since we have some new people here, why don't we also... Da-da-da-da.
Wahoo!
Wahoo! We did it! Boop. That's the theme song to Salute Your Shorts.
Oh, cute.
Yes. It's a very cute show, if you ask me.
Very cute, very demure.
Well, and speaking of demure,
This one was invented by a
cute
writer.
shows, the show for next week's episode, the topic for next week's trivia is also a little bit of a cute show.
Little
Because
demure, a little cute.
only trivia is in the building next week on Grand Trivia. It's trivia all about Only Murders in the Building. Because season 4 of the show debuts next week on August 27th. So be sure to join us for Only Trivia in the Building. So twee, so demure.
She does cutesy with that.
I love... You refuse to study. You might be fine anyway. Because it's 10 questions all inspired by and about Only Murders in the Building. ITB. Only questions about the yet to come season.
Yes.
Oh, that would be great to find leaks. Just spoil each episode, one question at a time. Exactly. Yeah. Thanks to us, Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez will all get to host
Well, that'd
Oscar.
be so cute.
And they better shout me out in their intro if they do.
If they don't, we'll just destroy them.
Yeah, and it'll go a little something like this.
Amazing.
But be sure to join us next week for Only Murders in the Building trivia. Right here, the same Fluve time, same Fluve channel. We'll see you next week because we have your coordinates.
Here he comes. Swimming closer than farther away.